Master, what is a common language? The master gently explained, a common language is not just about speaking the same tongue. It is when people share a mutual awareness, a shared frame of reference, and a shared life philosophy. When people share a common language, they easily reach consensus. Once there is consensus, they will walk together as companions. At that moment, I truly understood. Enduring friendships, happy marriages, united colleagues, they all share one thing in common. They understand each other. But that understanding does not simply come from speaking the same language. It comes from viewing life through a shared perspective, sharing a common value system. The master continued, there are people who live under the same roof but do not truly share a common language with each other. Parents do not share a common language with their children, so they don't understand why the children rebel. Husbands and wives do not share a common language, so even though they share the same bed, their hearts are far apart. Friends do not share a common language, so even if they were once close, they eventually drift apart. I suddenly recalled fierce arguments among friends, endless conflicts between parents and children, disagreements among colleagues. All of them stemmed from a lack of a common language, a lack of shared awareness. The master looked at me and asked, do you know why in history, groups of people sharing the same ideal often create extraordinary power? I thought of revolutionary movements, successful businesses, organizations with global influence, and companies that grew exponentially thanks to the unity of their founding teams. I nodded. Yes, because they share a common language, Master. The master smiled kindly. Exactly. They look in the same direction, wasting no time arguing about right and wrong, but solely focusing on action. When there is a shared awareness, every decision becomes simple, light, and powerful. The master suddenly asked me, have you ever felt lost while standing in a crowd? I fell silent, recalling. Sometimes I stood in the middle of a party yet felt lonely. Sometimes I voiced my thoughts, but no one understood. Sometimes I found myself isolated right within my own family. I answered softly, yes, I have. The master nodded. That is because you have not yet found people who share your common language. But when you step into a community of common language, you will feel as if you have come home. I realized why I always felt a special connection with those who are walking alongside me on the journey toward the ultimate maturity of a human. We don't just study together, we share the philosophy of root education, share an awareness of human life, and share the journey of enriching, mastering, becoming, and evolving. I asked the master, then how do we create a community of common language, Master? The master replied unhurriedly, we need to deliver the value of the philosophy of root education globally. When enough people share the same awareness, we will have a massive community of common language, and when there is common language, there will be consensus. When there is consensus, there will be companionship. He paused for a moment, then added, the goal of the community is not only to create inner mastery experts, but also to build an ecosystem of people sharing a common language globally, so that no matter where anyone goes, there will be people who understand them, support them, and accompany them. The master shared something I had never thought of. Businesses do not lack money, but they desperately need people who share a common language, consensus, and companionship with them. He gave a simple example. A startup, despite having a good idea, can still fail without a supportive community. But if there are 10,000 shareholders sharing a common language, each investing 10 million VND, the business instantly has 100 million VND in startup capital. Those 10,000 people don't just contribute capital, they become powerful promoters, spreading the business's values. I realized this is not just a financial investment, it's an investment in a human ecosystem. Taking a deep breath, I felt as though I had just discovered something profoundly important and resolved in my heart. To choose a common language and consensus with the knowledge and with the people who are enriching, mastering, becoming, and evolving alongside me. To choose companionship with those who bring the philosophy of root education into life, business, and parenting. And then, miraculously, from common language, consensus is born. From consensus, companionship is created. From companionship, a beautiful future is architected. From now on, I understand. The power of a common language does not just change one person, it can change the entire world, bringing peace and prosperity.